What's up guys, here we are today out on the lake. This video is going to be showing you how I strap my kayak onto my Subaru Crosstrek. Here we go. If you're wondering why I don't use a kayak rack, it's because I think they're ugly and they're super expensive. So step one, get yourself some rack pads to put on your crossbars. Super simple, just Velcro like this. Go ahead and slap those on. And once you get these on, you really don't need to worry about it being tight or anything, or if it slides around. It's really just supposed to be a soft layer between the metal bar and your kayak, just so it doesn't crack or rub or anything like that. In a pinch, you could wrap a towel around this instead and not have one of these, as long as you've got a softer layer that's a barrier between the bar. Now for the actual kayak itself, I always recommend loading from the back, especially if you're by yourself. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to position it right, so I recommend scooting one hand up forward like this, and then you bring down your second one lower, and you kind of just lift it up sideways like this. Don't worry about making it flat yet. Don't be scared to use your head as extra balance. Once you have it on like this, you can just wiggle it on. All right, and once you have it on top of your car, just try and get it centered. If you have an oar cut out, that's a great contact spot to put on the front crossbar. You don't have to be as worried about the back one because most of your hold comes from the front strap. And just make sure it's centered on top of your car to the best of your ability, and make sure it's straight, right? You don't want it skewed to one side so it's gonna catch wind at a weird angle. But yeah, that's pretty simple, straightforward. All right, and for the straps themselves, I'm using these 15-foot NRS straps with this rubber border on them. You can pick these up at REI or any sporting goods store. The brand doesn't actually matter, it's just what I like to use. So you put it under the bar like that, grab the other end, throw it over. All right, then on the other side, same deal. We're just gonna take all this, loop it under on this side, we're gonna throw it back, and then we're gonna make sure that it just goes through straight like that. Yep, just so you want it nice and flat. Then once you're back over here, just take the strap, thread it through. And once you come back and thread both of these through and cinch them down, just want to pull up on this. All right, and then the final step is we're going to do another cinch and bring these together so it's just extra tight. You want to thread it around the back twice. So you go once, and you go twice, and you're going to be left with a loop here. And then you're going to thread the end back through the loop. Simple. And then as you get that, you're just gonna pull that, and this is gonna bring these together, and it's gonna make it extra tight down there. And then you can even do that 2 or 3 more times depending on how much extra strap you have. It's up to you. I like to do it a good 2 or 3 times regardless on both of these. This is what the final product's gonna look like. I just put the extra straps in the door. Sometimes these will slip out and they'll flap in the wind a little bit. That's not really a big deal. If you're really concerned with it, you could tie it onto this instead. But I just have to go inside my door. Before we leave, we're gonna do one more shake test. Go all out on the shake test. You're doing this so your kayak doesn't fly out on the freeway. Be rough with it. You should be able to really, get the whole car moving without your kayak moving. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you strap a kayak onto the car. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want, if you're a real one, but no worries.